Hello everybody and welcome to another NASCAR Heat 5 career mode video. Today we're going to the TMC 51 at the Jefferson Raceway, which is a dirt road course, and let's get into it. So as you can see, this is a very long track compared to every other track on the schedule, and this is the second race here at Jefferson. In my last race, I had a pretty good result. So I'm going to go and practice and I'll see you afterwards. So as you can see, I only did one lap and I got so close to beating that goal time. I just wanted to do this one lap, just see how my qualifying pace would be. And we'll see now how that actually is going to be as I get into qualifying right now. So for once, I'm actually going to skip out this outlap here because of how long it is. So I'll see you right after this outlap coming on to start the lap. So after stage one, I'm gonna... Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So here we come, coming out of the chicane here, coming through the final corner, getting into the low line here, hopefully not hitting the wall coming out of the corner, and we barely scraped the wall, which won't be enough to slow us down as we start our lap here in qualifying. You can take this really wide line going into the corner, but hitting that apex perfectly, slowing down, hitting the gas, gassing it up through the turn 2 or 3 there, as we get into this next turn, and right now this lap is going perfect. And if you've watched my channel before, you know what I do through here. We're going full speed. Barely missing the wall there. No corner cutting at all. Barely missing the wall here too. Still no corner cutting. There's no corner cutting at this track as we hit the outside wall a little bit. Coming onto the dragway. As we're going to brake coming into this corner. This is the only corner you actually have to brake for. Instead of just letting off the gas. As we make that through perfectly. As we're going to try to hit this goal time that we are seemingly on pace for right now. So we're going to need to really be careful going into this last corner here. One of the hardest corners on this track as we're going to come through to the chicane. Almost clipping that inside wall there. Getting through perfectly as we clip this inside wall, pop off it. And we're going to hit the outside wall also, and we will qualify with a 1:13.528. Qualifying us in 13th, which is a great result at this track. I think that may be one of our best qualifying efforts of the season. And we're going to have to see how this race will actually go. Our goal position is a 10th, which we can probably make up.
Coming to the green, driver.
So, as we're here in Jefferson, we are green to start the TMC 51. Make contact with the 36 car immediately. He is one of our rivals. I did not realize we were starting next to him, because I did not actually read the storylines because we did not change position. As we make contact with the inside wall, get bumped by the 36 car, and we are going to try and get through this corner better. The 98 goes around. We make contact with the 23 car. No caution after the 98 goes around. We're up to 11th now, trying to catch up to 10th, which is the 38 of Stevenson, my bad. As we're going to go make contact with him, he goes around right in front of us, slowing us down, but no caution. We're going to have to shift down so we can get up through the gears faster, losing all the way back up to 14th position. But we're going to dive down into the corner, making contact with the 2 car and the 23 car. He's not going to be happy with us after this. As the 36 goes around off the back of our car, and he goes around also, and that'll be at the end of stage 1. Everybody was spinning off of me. I guess I cannot keep people straight at this track. But we'll have to see how stage 2 will go. So let's get into stage 2 now. We're starting on the outside of the 23 car, who will probably be mad at us by this point. But I don't care. We already have enough mad at us. So why not one more? As we're going to start stage 2, coming around, almost make contact with the outside wall, trying to stay away from the 23 car so he doesn't get any more mad. As we're going to dive down the inside of the 22 and the 12 car. And the 22 being our teammate and rival, which is strange, we get past him, take this wide line so we can go even, and we get spun. I was going to say we go even tighter into the corner, but no, we get spun by the 22 car, and I'm not too happy with him as I come back at him, make contact with him, and we're going to have to try our best now to make up a bunch of positions. What a turn of events. Our teammate just spun us going into turn 4, I believe that is, and now we're going to have to try to even catch back up to where we started this race in the first place. With Ryan Foster there being in 13th, we're going to try to dive down the inside, trying to get back up to him, but no, we get way too loose coming out of the corner. We're going to dive, go full throttle through this corner as we barely miss that outside wall. As we're going to really go too deep into this corner, barely keep it straight without going into the outside wall. I really need to let off the gas for that one. As we're going to try and catch back up to him through here, and we do, as we go full speed through there. As we make contact with the inside wall, though, as we try to get through this final corner. And we do keep it out of the outside wall this time, coming on to the final lap of stage 2. Now we're really going to send it deep into this corner, trying to get up to Foster. We're almost to his quarter panel at this point. He's our future teammate, as we've already committed to Champions Motorsport, as we're going to go down the inside, trying to catch back up to him, like I said. And this may be the time to get it. Full speed ahead. Here we go. Trying to get the inside of him, and we do. We go straight past him. Full speed. He goes back down the inside of us. Now we're going to try to keep him from spinning. And we do not. He goes around after making contact with us. And we will take 13th position. No caution, though, as we're going to dive down into the dragway straight turn number 2. It's going to go down the inside. Missing any contact with that inside wall for the first time this race. Just going to try to get around this corner nice and easily, barely keeping that from going into the outside wall, even though it didn't really look like it. As I am going to not... I make heavy contact with the outside wall, and that's the end of stage 2. I was going to say I miss making contact with the inside wall, but we end up making contact with that outside wall instead, as we'll start in 13th. For the final stage of the race. We're starting in the outside of the 98 car, who we accidentally spun earlier in this race. But we are green for the final stage here in Jefferson. 98 already trying to squeeze us a bit, as we're going to get past him, though, going through this first straight kink, because we're going to go down the inside. Getting past the 36 car all the way up into 11th place, but we're going to be careful, because he's on the inside of us. We're going to take this wide line so he doesn't make contact with us. But we go a little bit too wide, as he's going to be able to gain that position back. But we make contact with him. He gets loose. We're going to barely keep him from hitting that inside wall, but I think he spun. I think the 36 car spun, as we're going to get up to the 33 car of Brock and make contact and get up into 10th position. He's going to brake hard going into this next turn here, trying to get up into better points paying positions so we can get even more momentum going into the rest of the season. Brock is all over our back bumper, though, as he's going to go down the inside. And he squeezes us up, not even following his inside line. As we make contact with him, he's going to force us into the outside wall a bit, as we're going to try to get back at him through this corner. And we do, getting past him nice and cleanly, as that's right, forcing the 12 car up this track. And we're going to have to try and catch up to both of them while they are fighting up there. Those are two of my rivals up there. Wright and Willis are just battling it out right now and forcing each other into the wall, almost like they themselves are rivals, as we're going to try to catch back up to them. We're going to go down the inside now, trying to catch up to Wright. Almost making it, but no. We're going to maybe catch up to him here, though. It's going to go full speed ahead. We have to brake so we don't make contact with him. But this is our chance. We go down the inside, trying to get back up to him and make contact. and he's going to keep it straight, but we take his 9th position. Not a very clean move by me, but you got to do what you got to do to get that position, as we're going to go down the inside, almost making contact with the inside wall, keeping it inside the white lines, and keeping the car undamaged at the moment. There probably is damage from earlier incidents in the race, but we are going to try to make it through clean, but no, we made contact with that outside wall as soon as I say that, and we actually do have heavy damage to the radiator. I didn't even realize that, but it shouldn't be too much trouble, as there has been no heat problems temperature problems at the moment, as there's 2 laps remaining here in Jefferson. This final stage is cautionless at the moment, as we're going to really throw it sideways through this turn, as right in the 22 car who spun us out earlier are going to catch up to us. We're going to block right, and we're going to actually let him go down the inside so we can maybe set up a switchback, but no, we lose our 9th position to the 22 car and the 2 car. The 2s are teaming up as we go dive down the inside, trying to catch up to the 2 and these 2 and 22 cars. I'm getting mixed up because I think the 12 is ahead of us, which is making things even worse. We basically had a Penske showdown here. It's going to go down the inside, making contact with the inside wall, so that kills all of our momentum, and they're going to be able to pull away for now. But this chicane coming up is our best chance to make up time. This is not the chicane, but we are going to dive down the inside. They go wide through the corner. We're going to be to the back bumper of the 22 car. Because we're going to spin him, but we spin him and make contact with the inside wall. 22 goes around. We keep it straight, mostly, as we are going to fall back from the 2, but do spin out the 22 car and make contact with the outside wall, as the 98 car is going to go by down the inside. As now we're going to really just battle to keep this 10th position, to keep our contract up. But no, we make contact with the inside wall. Heavy contact with the inside wall, actually. And that's the 22 car. No, that's not. That's the 33 car of Brock that gets to our inside and makes contact with us. We're now down to 15th place. We have heavy damage to the front now. Now we're going to try our best to catch up as we go full speed, trying to get down to the inside now through this corner, and we do. Catching back up to the 11th, but we are not going to get 10th as we get turned off the front bumper of the 22 again. He is really trying to take us out at this point. We have a heated rivalry with him at the moment, while everybody else is just like, everybody's mad at me. But no, I am mad at the 22 car at the moment. He has spun us multiple times today. One time, we go all the way around. This time, we just make contact with the inside wall. And now my goal is just to make it back up to him as we make contact with the 76 car on accident. But this is the final lap. I don't think we're going to be able to catch up to him. But we do go heavy through this corner, and we do catch up to him. We're going to try to pass him even, cut him off just a bit, and we get 12th place on a photo finish with a 33 car. 12th place here in Jefferson. A great result considering the track we're at, but a terrible result considering where we were before. So I'm going to have to check, what happened through that entire race. I'll see you after and see if we gained anything from this race. So we eventually beat Brock by 10 thousandths of a second. 10 thousandths of a second coming to the line. And that was probably the closest finish of my career, as you can see some highlights in the background here, as we gain over $2,000 from the race. And we're going to keep our highest non-playoff driver standing, as we're going to see who actually had the fastest lap. And it was the 07 of Hugh Ackerman getting the fastest lap, and we're going to get back to the garage. So obviously we finished in 12th. We gained 5 fans, bringing our total ever closer to our subscriber count. Subscribe now. As we have a subscriber count of 191, we have a fan total of 184. As we are going to see if we still have our momentum that we had. I don't see it anywhere. How did we lose our momentum from just outside of a top 10? We did lose our momentum. That stinks. But we are going to the Fanatec Fairgrounds, which I've gotten better at through my career. We have 3 races left in this season before we are done. But that'll be it for today's video, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.